what am I reacting to today? Let's see. Oh wait, it's a video about Shaq. Oh my god, Pat CC made a video about Shaq. Let's get this.
Shaquille O'Neal has officially completed the campaign of life and is now doing side
Cause
quests.
he's Shaq.
Ball player, actor, doctor, investor, DJ, police officer. Shaq was always a big fan of side quests. He had his own video game and released 4 studio albums before he had a championship ring. At Louisiana State University,
He's Shaq.
Shaq was a 2-time All-American and a 2-time
Look at
SEC
Shaq, man.
Player
What
of the year. The 7'1", 330-pound beast got drafted as the #1 overall pick.
That's
to
a
the
real
Orlando
beast.
Magic in 1992,
Look at his face,
which led
man.
to an amazing first season, earning him Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
He became known for his powerful dunks that would sometimes bring down the entire backboard. This amazing height
That's
and
'cause
power
he's Shaq.
combination revolutionized the game and helped Shaq dominate the league. His real dominance came when he joined the Los Angeles Lakers.
What a
in
time.
1996 alongside Kobe Bryant.
With
The two were an
Froby.
unstoppable
Rest in peace,
force
Kobe.
That won 3 consecutive NBA championships in
Look at
2000,
Shaq, man.
2001, and 2002.
Oh.
And Shaq secured his 4th in 2006 with the Miami Heat. 15
D-Wade.
NBA All-Star selections, 4 NBA championships, 3 NBA Finals MVPs, 2 NBA scoring titles, and
Oh my
1
God.
Hall of Fame induction. Shaq completed the
Shaq.
story. Now it's time to look through all of the other side jobs Shaq had.
Dude, he's
outside
been
of the NBA,
everything.
starting with him becoming an orchestra conductor. Stay hydrated.
Oh, I
During his
am.
time
Don't
with
worry,
Boston
baby girl.
Celtics, the PR team approached Shaq with the idea of conducting the Boston Props Orchestra, a world-famous orchestra founded back in 1885. This wasn't just for show either. Shaq attended a full rehearsal.
Oh my god, he was
and
actually
learned the
serious
ropes
about
of a
it.
Professional conductor. Shaq
That was like a
would take the
joke.
baton and lead the orchestra in 3 songs, with the final song being "We Are the Champions" by Queen, aiming to rally the fans in the audience around the team in the coming season.
Look how tall he is, bro.
Shaq became the tallest conductor in the Boston Props history. And speaking of music, Shaq has bars. Did you know Shaq released
That's
4
facts.
studio albums and 2 compilation albums? In 1992, Shaquille would make an appearance on Arsenio Hall's Late Night Talk Show, sharing the stage with his favorite rapper at the time, Fu Schnickens. The performance caught the
Excuse
attention
me?
of Jive Records, who reached out to O'Neal with an impressive offer, $10 million for 3 albums. While Shaq never intended to pursue a serious career as a rapper, he saw the opportunity as a chance to collaborate with his hip-hop idol.
Real quick, I always wonder about this. Like, is Shaq like? Well, how can I say this? So it's like, is his dick like? So his dick has to be massive, right? He probably like 18 inches or something. So like, I feel like he had to like tape it to his leg or something. Like, you know, like say like his thing was like out to here. He definitely had to tape it like here, like tape that thing around. So just so he could play. Am I wrong? Probably not.
His debut album, Shaq Diesel, quickly gained traction, reaching the
Diesel.
25th spot on the Billboard Hot 200 charts.
Is it
and
actually?
selling over 1 million copies, officially making it certified
Oh,
platinum.
shit.
Shaq's music ventures also featured appearances from legendary artists like Biggie Smalls, Ice Cube, Nas, and even Michael Jackson. Now, Shaq considers his rap
Wow.
career more of a hobby than a serious project. I wish I made $10 million from my favorite hobby.
Me
He isn't
too.
just talented on the mic, he can also dance. Look at how flawlessly he can move that
Oh.
huge body.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh yeah, Shaq.
After that little break dance, we got to see even more of his moves at the 2009 NBA All-Star Game alongside the professional dance group, the Jabberwockies.
The big Shaqness himself.
Look at Shaq. Oh yeah. Shake that thing.
You thought his music career was done? Wrong. Shaq is quite literally the biggest DJ in the world.
Yeah.
DJ Diesel is a
Except for
very
like
active
DJ
bass
Khaled
music
and stuff.
DJ who
DJ
performs
like
at
Snake,
festivals all summer.
Mustard,
Messing
etc.
around with turntables was a hobby that dates back to Diesel's teenage years. He never did any performances, only for some friends. O'Neal was introduced to Tomorrow World in 2014 by
What the
his
fuck is
band
going on
girlfriend,
there?
Keisha.
I went to a concert 5 years ago, Tomorrow World, and I saw 500,000 people just jamming, and it gave me something that I've been missing since I retired. It gave me that adrenaline boost, and when the beats drop, you see 500,000 people doing this.
Shaq wanted that adrenaline rush for himself.
Trying to do
He
it.
got connected with a booking agency who hired him.
Look at
as a
Shaq, man. I would
celebrity
go with
DJ.
one of those
He
things.
took offense to that, assuming he didn't know what he was doing. After a few club appearances, he made them an offer.
Look at the
One chance
Diesel.
to rock a crowd, 100,000. If I don't do well, fireman.
Dude, just look at the size of his arms.
This landed him a spot at Lost Lands in 2018, where he
That
absolutely
seems
shocked the
fire.
crowd.
There's a
From there,
dinosaur in the
he became
back.
a go-to for major festivals: Tomorrowland, Lollapalooza, Hard Summer. He even became known as the dubstep dad.
I could have chose any
He's
style
Shaq,
music.
that's
I like
why.
bass music. I'm 7 foot 350. I consider myself hard. When I played on the basketball court, I was hard. I like the hard drops. I like the kids.
He definitely likes things that are hard.
I
Wink,
like
wink.
march pits.
And the coolest part about his DJ career is that he does it all
I like
for
things
free.
that are hard.
That's right. It's truly just a hobby for him. But make no mistake, Shaq is no dummy when it comes to getting paid, because he isn't doing all those commercials for free. And neither am I. So let me tell you about today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get it across the US. Check this map to see if you're in an eligible state. Again, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use code PatrickCC, and get those picks in. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy. When you think of Shaq,
I'm sorry,
endorsing
Pat,
a
but I
brand, what
can't.
comes to
Nope.
mind? Gold Bond, Papa John's, Burger
Papa
King,
John's.
Pepsi, Wheaties, Lyft, Radio Shack, Epson Printer, Age of Beard, Nintendo DS, Tamagotchi Life.
Wait,
the list
what?
goes on and on as Shaq has endorsed well
What was
over
the last
100
one?
brands in his life. But the one I think of first is
Icy Hot.
And the reason behind it is pretty funny. I had a thigh bruise and the Lakers trainer put some Icy Hot on my thighs. And I was having a great game, but my boys were starting to get real hot. And then I'm running and they're getting too hot. I had to call a timeout and tell the trainer, hey man, my balls are on fire. After that incident, Shaq got in touch with Icy Hot, and things took off from there. They worked out a sweet deal where Shaq not only starred in their commercials, but also became a part owner of the company.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not the first time Shaq liked a product so much he became an owner of the company. In fact, he's done this over 50 times. He's a partial owner of 155 Five Guys burger
Jesus
restaurants,
Christ.
17 Annie Ann's pretzel restaurants,
Really?
150 car washes,
That's cool.
40 24-hour fitness centers,
Holy
a shopping
shit.
center, a movie theater, and several
That's
Las
cool.
Vegas nightclubs. But his
Damn,
relationship
the Auntie
with
Anne's one's
General
cool.
Insurance is the closest to his heart. You see,
Get the
back in
General.
1989, Shaq was broke. He spent all of his money on a $1,500 used Bronco, but couldn't drive off the lot until he had insurance. Shaq went to every
Damn.
major insurer, but he couldn't afford them, until he came across a little building that said, The General, who gave him quality insurance at an affordable price. He was a
Nice.
customer from that day until nearly 30 years later, where he became a brand ambassador and part owner of the company. But he didn't stop at endorsing brands. He even
I like
made his own
that.
products. Ever heard of Soda Shack? Teaming up with Arizona
What the
beverages,
fuck is
Shaq
that?
would launch his own line of low-calorie, all-natural cream soda called
Oh,
Soda Shack,
cream.
releasing 4 flavors: vanilla, blueberry, strawberry, and orange. Sporting the low cost as most Arizona brand drinks do, and featuring a cutout of Shaq's face, many were excited for their release.
I like that one on the
Some
right.
were critical.
The orange
The
cream.
soda came in a 23.5-ounce can. On the nutritional facts label, it revealed that each can has 3 servings, and it is sweetened
Wait,
with
what?
cane sugar, with 90
Oh.
calories per serving. That meant that each can contained a total of 270 calories
Ouch.
and packed a whopping 72 grams of sugar.
Damn.
Even through all the criticism 7 years after being discontinued, Soda Shack still has many fans hoping for a return. But this wasn't even his first sugary treat. Mr.
Never
Big
got
was
to try
the name
it.
of his 1995 candy bar. The standard bar is made of a layered vanilla wafer coated in caramel, peanuts, and Rice Crisps. while
What
being
the
solid
hell?
and
There's like
chocolate
5
coated.
different
The bar
things
is
in
the
there.
length of 2 standard-sized bars, around 8 inches long, which is also the
That's the same size as my dick.
Shaq's. Did you know he also made his own video game? Shaq Fu
Really?
is a 2D fighting game, similar to early Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter games, starring Shaq
Nice.
as the main character. Published by EA and released to gaming systems.
Oh
such
my
as Sega
God, of
Genesis
course EA
and Super
fucking
NES
did
on
that.
October 28, 1994. The plot of the game is that Shaq walks into a dojo while heading to a charity basketball game in Japan. After speaking to a martial arts master, Shaq goes to another dimension, where he must rescue a young boy named Nezu from
Oh.
an evil mummy. If you don't think this
Okay.
is very interesting, a lot of people would agree with you. Shaq Fu in recent years has been regarded as one of the worst
Oh,
video games
damn.
of all time by many game critics. Nintendo Power had 12 staff members vote in a list for the 10 worst games of all time, which placed Shaq Fu at the 3rd worst place on their list. Yet still,
Wow.
the game got a reboot in 2018 for PlayStation 4.
That's
Shaq
nice.
Fu, A Legend Reborn, which was actually received very well by the gaming community. The beautiful graphics and cutscenes had us convinced
Oh,
that
damn.
Shaq could actually beat people up in real life. Oh wait, he can. He proved that to us with multiple appearances in the ring.
I remember
Shaq
seeing
is
that
always
as a
been
kid.
huge fan of professional wrestling, and he's had some epic moments.
Him
the
at
ring
WrestleMania
across
was
different
fire.
promotions. Back in 1994, he made an
Oh,
appearance
shit.
on World Championship Wrestling, where he presented the title belt to the winner of the WCW World Heavyweight Championship between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. Then in 2009, he took on the role of guest host for WWE's Monday Night Raw, in which he
Oh.
would find himself getting into a scuffle with the legendary wrestler, The Big Show, creating a
It's the
feud that lasted
Big
for
Show.
almost a year, but he wasn't done there. In 2016, he surprised everyone by participating in his first legitimate match. He entered as a celebrity competitor in the Battle Royale at WrestleMania 32, eliminating Damien Sandow, and had another confrontation with Big Show before being eliminated himself.
Damn.
Most recently, for the promotion AEW in 2021, Shaq teamed up with Jade Cargill to take on Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet.
Oh,
During
shit.
the match, things got crazy when Cody Rhodes took him out with a flying crossbody, sending Shaq crashing through two tables ringside.
Damn.
Shaq's acting was so good, he could have fooled us into thinking he was a full-time wrestler. Oh, and speaking of acting, O'Neal has spent some time on the big screen as well. His first major film role was in the movie
Look at
Shazam,
Shaq,
where he
man.
played a
Look at how sexy he be looking. How tall, how long,
Three wishes. And honestly,
how
the film
lengthy.
sucked. But he still managed to pocket a cool $7 million for his time. Pretty good month if you ask me. Most of his acting career beyond that wasn't really acting because he often just played himself. As you can imagine, it's hard to cast a
Shaq, man,
7-foot
what else do you
superhuman
want?
as just
Gotta
another
play himself.
character. He had guest appearances on Curb Your Enthusiasm, My Wife and Kids, and The Parkers. He also had fun cameo roles in movies such as Freddy Got Fingered, Jack and Jill, and Scary Movie 4. But that's not all.
Yeah,
Shaq even
actually.
lent his voice to animated versions of himself on several
Wasn't he
occasions,
Grown Ups
and
too
taking
as
voice
well?
acting roles in multiple animated films like The Lego Movie. But he isn't limited to just guest appearances and cameos. He also has headlined a few of his own reality TV shows. Shaq Life is still an ongoing series that provides an inside look into his family.
That's nice.
But the more interesting ones were Shaq's Big Challenge and Shaq Versus. Shaq's Big Challenge documented his efforts to help 6 severely obese middle school aged children lose weight and gain a healthy lifestyle. And Shaq Versus was
Nice.
basically him challenging other professional athletes at their own sports, which was viewed by multiple millions of people every episode. For some reason, watching a 7-foot man do anything besides play basketball.
Look at him
was
in
entertaining.
LA.
Now, it's pretty common for an NBA player to have their own signature shoe, but O'Neal made a shocking decision that let us know exactly what kind of person
Does he have those shoes at
he is.
Walmart?
With an amazing first season in the NBA underway, Shaq caught the eye of Reebok and secured a significant multi-year deal with them worth $15 million.
Crazy.
This partnership led to the creation of 2 original shoes, with the first one being the Shaq Attack, released during his rookie year in 1992. Over time, the Shaq Attack would release 4 more iterations.
Look at the
In
pumps.
1995, the iconic Shaqnosis was introduced, marking another milestone in Shaq's collaboration with Reebok. His 8-figure empire was building until he got a reality check from a fan. While leaving the arena after a game, a lady approached Shaq complaining about the price of his current Reebok model shoes.
Reebok deal, 40 for 5. And I'm leaving the arena one day, and this lady she's ripping me a new out. You mother, charging these babies all this money for the shoes. So I had like a $2,000 in my pocket. I was like, ma'am, I don't make the prices. Here you go. And she smacked the money in my hand. Why don't you mother make a shoe that's affordable?
Damn, what a bitch. Fuck her,
I
bro.
was like, you know what?
I wouldn't take that shit to heart. Fuck
That
her.
day, Shaq cut ties with Reebok and started his brand. He
Damn.
went to his favorite store, Walmart, and they made a deal to make his shoes as affordable as possible. The price ranged from as low as $12 to around $30.
Look at those fake ass Jordan
They
3s.
sold over 400 million pairs. Instead of trying to create the most hype shoe to compete with Jordan, he did the opposite. Because of this, some people even tried to make fun of Shaq. And unfortunately, the kids that wore his sneakers would oftentimes get picked on as well,
Yeah.
on the basis that Shaq wasn't
I never
cool
wanted
enough
them
or
for that
iconic
reason.
enough to compete with Jordans. But when you think about it, he did a really great thing for kids all around the world who struggled financially but needed a decent pair of basketball shoes. And he still made a ton of money. His impressive net worth of over $400 million shows
Damn.
that he's made all the right moves from the start. He's been a very savvy investor, buying in early to companies like Google and Apple back in the late 90s.
Nice.
However, his real estate portfolio is perhaps the most impressive. And
Look
no,
at Shaq.
it's not because he owns a bunch of mansions in the hills. He has taken on a number of different real estate development projects to provide affordable housing for those in need. He built the largest 80-20 mixed income project in New Jersey.
Jesus
which is where
Christ.
20% of the apartments are considered affordable. In Colorado, he was a part of a deal that purchased 1,407 subsidized Section 8 housing units with the intent to remodel and offer them for below the market rate. And the goal is to
Wow.
eventually own $1 billion in affordable housing. He
Wait.
basically wants to do the same thing he did with sneakers.
Can I take a share
Not own a few
in that?
flashy and expensive properties, but rather thousands of affordable units to help as many people as possible. His servitude towards the community
Shit.
explains his strong interest in law enforcement.
Hmm.
Did you know that Shaq is a police officer in multiple states? In 2002, Shaquille attended the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Reserve Academy, trying to become a SWAT team member. The specific
Nice.
requirements for the specialized unit included the ability to scale a rope 100 feet in the air. O'Neal had completed the conditioning tests, the sit-ups, the push-ups, had endured the verbal assaults and disciplinary penalties.
Jesus Christ, look how much weight he got.
Too heavy to accomplish the rope climb. He tried it 12 times. The last one, he reached 75 feet in the air before plummeting to the ground. Despite his failure, he became a reserve officer with the Los Angeles Port Police,
nice,
receiving sufficient training to carry a gun and ride as a second man in a Port Police car with senior officers. But it didn't stop there. When he got traded to the Heat, he worked as a reserve officer in Miami from 2003 to 2005.
Wait,
His
actually?
annual salary, $1. However, the leak of his Miami Beach police questionnaire definitely raised a few problems. The reason being, he treated it like a joke. Under special skills he possessed, he said, laptop computer, binoculars, master of surveillance. For primary occupation, he put Grand Theft Auto investigation. Someone who would be considered legally able to carry a gun and serve the community, you would think they wouldn't allow jokes on the application. However,
hey, it's Shaq, man. You gotta let it slide.
I guess it's okay. In 2005, he was honored with the title of U.S. Deputy Marshal. In 2013, Shaq was officially sworn in as a part-time Golden Beach, Florida police officer. In 2015, he was sworn in as a reserve police officer at the Doral, Florida Police Department. In 2016, Shaquille O'Neal was sworn in as a Clayton County, Georgia Sheriff's Deputy. In 2019, he was sworn in as an auxiliary deputy with the Broward County, Florida Sheriff's Department. In 2020, he was named a special reserve deputy in St. Martin Parish, Louisiana. Just about every city he visits, he taps in with the local PD to see what's going on. And I'm sure by now you're probably wondering, since he's a police officer in all these different counties, has he ever done any actual police work? Although he does have some stories of kicking in doors and finding dead bodies, Shaq seems to be more of a just-in-case type officer. However, he does have one pretty good traffic stop story. Darius Miles,
just-in-case story.
For the Los Angeles
He's just in case.
One day running late for practice.
He's like, oh yeah, these kids are stealing books.
He looked in the rear view and saw
Call
flashing
Shaq.
lights. It was an unmarked police truck with tinted windows. I knew I was speeding, so I pull over and I roll the window down. Now I'm reaching over into the glove compartment to get my papers. Then I hear this big booming voice. Where you going, boy? I turn to look out the window and I can't even see this dude's face. He's so big. Then he bends down and looks in the window. Big dumbass grin on his face.
Oh damn.
Shaq. I'm like, yo, I'm going to practice. You made me late. He taps the side of my truck, turns around and says, don't worry about it. I'll pay your fine. Just holler at me. Shaq's got one of those old school police lights that you put on the hood of your car like you see on cops. He's laughing his ass off, waving at me. As if there wasn't anything more impressive to add to his resume, the college dropout became a doctor. Shaq made a promise to his mom that he would eventually go back and complete his bachelor's degree since he pursued his NBA dreams. True to his word, Shaq fulfilled that promise in the year 2000 and graduated with a BA in General Studies with a minor in Political Studies.
Nice.
This accomplishment was
Jesus Christ, look how tall he is.
Shaq isn't like most.
That white dude was like up to his nipples.
Further education, he earned online a Master of Business Administration degree through the University of Phoenix, saying, it's just something to have on my resume for when I get back into reality. Someday I might have to put down a basketball and have a regular 9-to-5 like everybody else. At the end of his playing career, he began to work on a doctorate at Barry University, eventually completing the program and receiving a Doctor of Education
look at Shaq.
Development, making him formally Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. So the big question that everybody wants to know, what will Shaq do next? Well, probably a little bit of everything.
I mean, he is Shaq. Like, he's still Shaq. Like, nah, but for real, like, he's Shaq, man. Like, I love Shaq, bro. Like, even in 2K. If you ever play with him in 2K, it's a lot of fun. But, great video by Pat CC, and I love you, Shaq. I'm just playing. Make sure you like and subscribe.